Howdy, this is Marisa with Marisa Moments. So this morning, apparently ancestors are up and early and they are ready to go. So you know what that means. That means we're coming in straight. What I receive is you've been talking to someone and you've been sharing like different tips or different things that you've been trying and doing, right? And initially, before you kind of revealed what your tactics are, they're like, yeah, go on ahead. Let me know. What do you do? Like, what do you do? I want to know. I want to be on your level, right? And they've been gassing you up. They've been hyping you up. But then as soon as you reveal your truth, what it is that you've been doing, they're just like, oh, that's it? That's it? And you're like, yeah, I mean, I told you it wasn't a big deal, right? I tried to tell you anybody could really do it. And, but you made it such a big deal. This is what I do. And they're just like, oh, well, I mean, that's it. I thought you were going to tell me something big. And so then you kind of have that moment of pause where you're like, wow, okay. I mean, okay. And what ancestors are saying is that pause and that okay, that moment, that feeling that you get where it's just like, well, dang, you need to trust that feeling because that's actually your intuitive guidance system letting you know. And also the other person's response is letting you know that what I received is they're a hater. They are a hater. Regardless of what you do, you could paint the Eiffel Tower single-handedly with no ladder, right? And they'll be like, oh, that's it? You just got some paint and a paintbrush and did it? And you're like, yeah, but I did it by myself and I had no ladder. Basically, I had to fly. And they're just like, oh, yeah, I heard about Joe doing that last week, or he was planning on doing it. So anyway, like I was saying, I think I'm gonna go to the movies tomorrow. And you're just like, okay, that's cool. And so what ancestors are saying is that when it comes to people like that, when you share your dreams or even your behind the scenes, and they give you that feeling of defeat, that deflating spirit, or that hateration, as Mary would say, you need to reconsider things. You need to consider boundaries. You need to consider stepping away. You need to consider being very clear with your communication because people like that will continuously have you in your own head and doubting yourself and making you feel like you're not enough or the things that you're doing aren't worth the effort. It can't be celebrated, should not be celebrated when that is anything and everything but true. So reevaluate and trust yourself.